Hi, excuse me. Are you Alex from the gym near Oak Street? I think I saw you there a few times and I wanted to say hello.
Yes, I am Alex. Nice to meet you here. You are Sophia, right? I remember your face too.
Yes, that is right. It is funny to meet you in a shopping mall and not at the gym. I was just looking at these running shoes because I want to start training again.
That is a good idea. New shoes can feel like a fresh start. Are you planning to run often, or are you still thinking about it?
I want to do it often, but that is my problem. I start many things with strong energy, and then I stop after a few days. I feel excited at first, but I am not consistent.
Many people feel the same way, so you are not alone. Starting is easy, but continuing is the hard part. Consistency is usually more important than strong motivation.
I know that, but sometimes I still wait for motivation. When I feel tired or lazy, I tell myself I will start tomorrow. Then tomorrow becomes next week.
Yes, that happens a lot. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. If you want real progress, you need a simple routine that works even on bad days.
That sounds wise, but also a little difficult. How do you do that in real life? You always look calm and in control when I see you at the gym.
Thank you, but I am not perfect either. I just learned that I cannot trust my feelings every day, so I trust my schedule more than my mood.
Trust your schedule more than your mood. I like that sentence. It sounds simple, but it feels strong. Did you always live like that, or did you learn it later?
I learned it later, after many mistakes. In my 20s, I also quit things very fast. I joined classes, made plans, bought books, and then left everything unfinished.
Really? That surprises me. You seem like the kind of person who always knows what to do. It is nice to hear that you also had problems before.
Of course I did. Growth usually comes after frustration. One day I understood that success is often boring because it comes from repeating small actions again and again.
That is interesting. People often talk about big dreams and big changes, but not about boring daily action. Maybe that is why many people fail, because boring work is hard to love.
Exactly. People love the result, but they do not always love the process. If you can accept the simple routine, you have a much better chance to win in the end.
I think I need that lesson now. I want to improve my English, exercise more, and wake up earlier. But I keep trying to change everything at the same time, and then I feel tired.
That is a very common mistake. Too many goals can make your mind heavy. It is better to choose one or two small habits and do them every day without drama.
So maybe I should not make a big plan for my whole life today. Maybe I should only choose one clear action. Do you think that would help me stay consistent?
Yes, very much. Make the action so small that you cannot make excuses. For example, read one page, walk 10 minutes, or practice English for 15 minutes every day.
That feels almost too easy. Part of me thinks small steps are not enough. I always feel that I need to do something big if I want a big result.
Small steps look weak in one day, but they become powerful in 1 year. Big actions are impressive, but they are often hard to repeat. Consistency turns small effort into real change.
I understand that, and I think you are right. When I studied for exams, the best days were not the longest days. The best days were the days when I came back to the desk again.
That is a perfect example. Returning matters more than performing perfectly. Even if one day is messy, the next day can still be clean if you come back quickly.
I have another problem too. When I miss one day, I feel guilty. Then I think I already failed, so I stop completely. It becomes a cycle, and I do not like it.
That is where many people lose the game. Missing one day is normal, but missing many days is dangerous. The rule I follow is simple. Never miss twice if you can help it.
Never miss twice. That feels practical and kind at the same time. It does not ask for perfection, but it still keeps me responsible. I think I can remember that rule.
Good. Perfection is often a trap. If your system only works on perfect days, then it is not a strong system at all.
You make things sound clear. I wish I could think like that more often. Sometimes my mind is too emotional, especially when I compare myself with other people online.
Comparison can steal a lot of energy. You see someone else's highlight, and then your normal day feels small. But your real competition should be the person you were last month.
That is true. Social media makes every life look fast and beautiful. Then my own progress feels slow, even when I am trying. Maybe I need to protect my mind better.
Yes, protect your attention. What you watch every day affects what you feel every day. If you fill your mind with noise, it becomes harder to stay focused and consistent.
I never thought about it like that. I spend too much time scrolling when I feel stressed or bored. After that, I feel worse, and then I do not want to do my good habits.
That pattern is very common. Easy pleasure can quietly replace meaningful action. Sometimes discipline is simply choosing what to remove, not only choosing what to add.
So consistency is not only about forcing myself to do things, it is also about making fewer bad choices around me. I think that changes the way I see this whole topic.
Yes, environment matters a lot. If your shoes are ready by the door, running is easier. If your phone is far away, studying is easier.
That is smart. I usually depend too much on self-control, and then I get disappointed. Maybe I should build a life that helps me do the right thing with less struggle.
That is the goal. Good systems reduce friction. You do not need to fight yourself all day when your environment supports your habit.
Can I ask you something personal? What habit changed your life the most? I want to hear a real example, not just general advice.
For me, it was waking up at the same time every day. That one habit changed my energy, my work, and my training. It made the rest of the day more stable.
I want that kind of stability. My sleep schedule is not good, and it affects everything. When I wake up late, I rush, skip plans, and feel behind all day.
Then that may be your first habit. Do not try to wake up 2 hours earlier tomorrow. Move slowly, maybe 15 minutes earlier, and keep it steady for a week.
That sounds realistic. I like plans that feel human and possible. If a plan feels too hard, I usually become scared of it before I even begin.
Exactly. A good plan should invite action, not fear. The easier it is to begin, the more likely you are to repeat it.
I think I finally understand something important. Consistency is less about being intense and more about being reliable. It is like making a quiet promise to myself every day.
That is beautifully said. A reliable person keeps showing up, even when the feeling is not exciting. In many ways, consistency is self-respect in action.
Self-respect in action. Wow, I really like that too. This conversation is helping me more than you know. I only came here to look at shoes, but I found a lesson.
I am glad to hear that. Sometimes the right conversation comes at the right moment. Maybe today is a good day for a new beginning.
Yes, I think it is. I want to start with 3 habits. Wake up earlier, practice English for 15 minutes, and walk every evening. I want to keep them small and honest.
That is a strong start. 3 habits are enough if you do them well. Write them down somewhere visible and check them every night.
I can do that. I like writing things by hand because it feels more real. Maybe I will put the list on my mirror so I see it every morning.
That is an excellent idea. A visible reminder can keep your goal alive. When a habit stays in front of your eyes, it is harder to forget and easier to follow.
What should I do on days when I feel low? I know those days will come. I do not want one difficult mood to destroy my plan again.
On low days, reduce the size but keep the habit alive. If 15 minutes feels hard, do 5. If a long walk feels hard, walk to the corner and come back.
So the goal on bad days is not to be amazing. The goal is to stay connected to the habit. That feels much more gentle and much more possible.
Exactly. You are protecting the rhythm. Once the rhythm breaks, starting again takes more energy.
I think that is what happened to me before. I always judged myself by performance, not by rhythm. So if one day was weak, I thought the whole effort was worthless.
But one weak day is still part of a strong life. Real consistency is flexible, not fragile. It bends a little, but it does not break.
I will remember that. Flexible, not fragile. That is such a comforting way to think. It makes discipline feel less cold and more human.
Good discipline should support you, not punish you. You are building a life, not serving a prison sentence. The process should be firm, but it should also be kind.
Thank you, Alex. You speak in a calm way, and it helps me breathe better. I feel less confused now and much more ready to act.
You are welcome, Sophia. And remember, action gives confidence. You do not need to feel ready first. Sometimes you become ready by doing the thing.
That is true. I have waited for the perfect feeling too many times. From now on, I want to begin before I feel fully ready.
That decision alone can change a lot. Most people stay stuck because they keep waiting for a better mood. Strong people often move first and let the feeling follow later.
I want to be that kind of person. Not perfect, not dramatic, just steady. I think a steady life would make me feel peaceful.
It usually does. Consistency creates trust, and trust creates peace. When you keep promises to yourself, your mind becomes stronger and quieter.
I never thought of it like that before. Every small promise I keep can make me trust myself more. That makes me want to start today, not next Monday.
That is the right spirit. You do not need a special date to become better. Today is enough, and this moment is enough.
Then I will buy these shoes, go home early, and set my alarm for tomorrow. I will also make a simple English practice plan for the week. I want tonight to mean something.
That sounds excellent. Keep it simple and keep it real. Small, honest action tonight is worth more than a perfect dream in your head.
I am really happy we met today. This mall felt noisy and ordinary a few minutes ago, but now it feels like the place where I changed my mindset. Thank you for your time and your advice.
I am happy we met too. You already have the desire to improve, and that matters a lot. Now, just protect that desire with daily action.
I will. And if I see you at the gym next week, I will tell you how my first few days went. I hope I can say I stayed consistent.
I would like that. And even if the week is not perfect, come tell me anyway. Progress is not about being flawless. It is about coming back and continuing.
Deal. I am leaving with more than shopping bags today. I am leaving with a plan, a rule, and a stronger mind.
That is a great result for one afternoon at the mall. Take care, Sophia, and start small. Small steps repeated daily can build a very powerful life.
Take care, Alex. I will start today, and I will not wait for motivation anymore. I want to become the kind of person who shows up again and again.
That is the heart of consistency. Show up, do the simple work, and keep going. One day, you will look back and thank yourself for not quitting.